Turn my light on. Hey everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're new. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross-stitch and I'm back this week. Last week was a lot. Work was crazy. That was why I did not film. I did post on the community tab, but it was like last minute because I was still at work. It was a lot. We had an event Thursday. We'll get into that at the end. But that's why we weren't here last week. My shirt says, go for it. Goucher College, that's where I went to school. Gopher is our mascot. Go for it. Punny. Anyway, the dog's here, making his appearance. You can't see him at all, but he is here. He is hitting the back of the chair with his tail. That's a thing. I don't have very much battery because I didn't realize that I pulled it off the charger. So we're going to try to do this quickly. We got 2 weeks worth of stuff to go through though. So we'll start with whips. So yeah, like I said, this channel is about cross stitch. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Hi, nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. We also have giveaways again because I still haven't heard from people. Heard from one person. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca, for actually reaching out to me. Really appreciate it. So we'll do a giveaway for the bag. This is the last time I'm going to draw for the bag. If I don't hear from this person, I'm going to give the bag away to somebody in my stitching group that I meet up with every month. So you might lose out. So please get back to me, people. Like I'm trying to give something away here, and nobody wants it apparently. Okay, so we'll do that later too. We'll do that before life stuff, but so we got whips. Let's do that first. So actually, the first thing I'll show you is what I'm currently working on. So right now, at this very moment, I mean not currently like right now, but you know, today and yesterday. Usually I don't stitch on Wednesdays, but I've been home today, so I have been able to stitch. This is slightly dirty. Well, whatever. It's fine. I am working on my January gnome. This is by Cross Stitch for Everyone on Etsy. I think that's the only place you can buy her stuff. This was a sale last year. Don't know if it's still available, but you know, if you have it, great. But here, you've seen what it will look like. Here's where I am now. So, sorry, the dog is licking. Jax, thank you. That's where we are right now. So we're really starting to see the beard come through. I don't know what gnome this is, but I don't think it's May's. It's one of the springtime ones. I think it's April. I think May's is the little squat guy. But yeah, we're still in January, so I do have my January gnome up here. But we will finish hopefully January maybe this year. We're at like 30%. So we're 5 months in. I don't know if we're going to finish. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But yes, we're at 30% of him completed. It's a little bit frustrating because he's like over at the side here because, you know, I gave myself 3 inches. Because I don't want to just like use up all of this fabric for him. He's tiny, so I could give more time to more of this fabric for something else. But I can't pull this over much more because then it won't like go on easily and I can't tighten it. So he's just chilling, not in the middle of the hoop. But that's okay. So that's him. That's where he's at. And then here is my comparison photo. Hopefully I have one. For some reason I feel like I don't have a most recent. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. The next thing that I'm going to show is, I believe what I was working on right after my last video, which was 2 weeks ago. So it's been a minute since I've touched this, but this is my Medusa. Oh, the Sal, there's a hashtag for the gnome. It is hashtag, I think, Year of Gnomes Sal. Or X Stitch Year of Gnomes. sell, I think, is the hashtag. So if you're working on them, hashtag it, because there's a hashtag. I made it up. And then, this is Medusa. This is by Unconventional X Stitch. The artist is Christopher Lovell. No, yes, Christopher Lovell. I do have like I don't have it open, but I do have like the artist titles and names and things. And the hashtag on Instagram is hashtag Unconventional Medusa Sal. So if you're selling, or if you're working on her, sell it. Hashtag it. You've seen what it'll look like, and here is where I am right now. So I'm getting so close to the snakes. Still a couple months, because I think I've got like maybe 2 or 3 more diagonals to get through. So it's going to be still a couple months, but we will see snakes. I know, for everybody who doesn't like the snakes, I'm super sorry. So I'm so sorry. But, you know, she comes with snakes. She's literally Medusa. So she has snakes. Or if you're Corinne, you could just pretend they're tentacles. That's what she's doing, pretending they're tentacles, but they're snakes. So, sorry. We all know I like my interesting kind of spooky patterns, and this is definitely one of them. But yeah, she's really, really fun to work on. You wouldn't really know what it is yet, but we'll get there. It's really pretty anyway. All the fabric information is going to be down below. Forgot to say for the gnome, but it's down below. Okay. Sorry, zipper. Got a lot to get through, and less battery than I'd like. So, might have to go get my charger and actually hook it up. But we'll see. The next thing I worked on, or, well, not necessarily the next thing, but the next thing in my bag, is my Lady Justice. This is by Mirabilia. It's kind of glary, sorry. I don't know what the called for fabric is. I'm not doing it on called for. I'm just doing it on something I had in my stash. And, story about this. I took this with me to my last stitching meetup in Aberdeen, Maryland. If you're in Maryland, there is now an Aberdeen meetup. We meet up in Bel Air, and then most of those same people also meet up in Aberdeen, because it's not too far. So I was working on this there, and I dropped my highlighter on it. It's okay, I got all the highlighter out. You would never know. But, oh, I think I showed the comparison for Medusa. Sorry, I didn't say. I don't think I said. But here is where this is now. So, like I said, you wouldn't know. I dropped highlighter on this. There was highlighter, like, somewhere in this vicinity, I think. Can't tell. I pretty much dropped the highlighter and then went right to the bathroom. I mean, I could see it maybe slightly in person, but barely. Like, you wouldn't, if you didn't know it was there, like, you would have no idea. But yeah, I dropped the highlighter. That has never happened to me. This was the first time. Dropped the highlighter, went right to the bathroom, washed it off, kept stitching. It was wet, and I kept stitching. I was like, it's fine. This is, I believe, a hand-dyed fabric, but, you know, it's so faint that you wouldn't know I washed this. Yeah, you wouldn't know. And I didn't really wash it. I just used water. I didn't use soap or anything. So, yeah, I got a lot done, though. This is one day work. One day, I think it was just one day's work. But, yeah, got it all. I think I had, like, this little square here mostly done. This, like, blob. And then I took it all the way down here and out. So this is the end of the, like, sash on this side. So this thing. This is all of this. So this is up here. And then all of this here. So that goes all the way to the end. So that's as, you know, far over as it's going to go. So I left myself quite a bit of room over here. And then here is the comparison photo. But yeah, it was so funny when I dropped the highlighter. Everybody was like, go to the bathroom now! So I did that. I did. I don't yet have all of the beads and stuff for her. I think there's beads. I don't actually know. I don't have all of that yet because I know I'm not going to need it for a while. So it's fine. We just got milkshakes from... There's a creamery down the road from us. And they make milkshakes and ice cream and all that. And cheese and, you know, all the stuff. And they were moving the cows because they have a field next to the store. And then they have a field across the road from the store. And every day at around 2:30, they move the cows from one field to the other field. We got to watch them move the cows. It was fun. Okay, the next one, I have no idea. Oh, yes, I do. This is a really fun one. I see this every time this one comes out. It's really fun. It's super exciting. It's called Magic Book. If you know, you know. So, this is what it'll look like. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. It does not have an artist. And here's the piece. Here's where we're at. So it's just a little bigger. It's just a little more black. So yeah, that's 310. That's all that I got to show you. We have got a lot more to go until we get to any kind of other color. I was like stitching. I was like, oh, okay, this is good. This is one day. I did almost 2,000 stitches in one day. I didn't work on it for the second day because I don't remember, we had something happen where we had to do something and I ended up not having time to stitch for the second day, but I was like, it's fine. I got like 1,700 stitches done in one day, so we're good. But yeah, so I've got a lot to go till we get to color. I'm not sure, sorry, there's dust on my ceiling that I now have to wipe off at some point here soon. Not realizing there was dust up there until just now. I don't look at my ceiling very often. But anyway, yeah. You know, it's not, I like stitching on it, even though it's all black. But, there's a lot. I'm hoping that maybe this year we'll get to color, but, you know, I'm not 100% sure we will. It might just be us looking at black for a year. Or a couple of years. We'll see. And then here's the comparison photo. It's going to look the same. It's just going to look a little bigger. What are you telling me? Sorry, y'all. My computer. Okay. Oh, I do have some shoutouts today, too. 2 very specific shoutouts. Okay. The next one is, I think this is Queen of the Night. Is this? Yes. So this is Queen of the Night. It is a design, a chart, it is by Thread Geeks, and I can never remember the artist's name for this one, so let me look. Sarah Richter is the artist, and you've seen what it will look like. Now this one, there is a lot of black, but it's a much smaller piece, so you get to the, like, design much faster. There's not a lot of background. So as you can see, that bat. Can you see the bat? Point to the bat if you can see the bat. Yeah, he's awesome. Right here. Now once he gets his other wing, it'll be a lot more obvious, but like it's pretty obvious. And then she's got much more tree branch here and here coming out of her hair. And then I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 more rows before we get to some hair. So not super far now before we start seeing some hair. I'm super excited. This is so fun. This one, Magic Book is a sal that I'm doing with Tess, and that was my birthday start this year. And the hashtag is #birthdayBookSal. This one I'm doing as a sal with Jess from Jess and Tess. Stitches of Sass, and she is doing a different Thread Geeks pattern. So if you're doing a Thread Geeks pattern, join in. Or if you're doing any full coverage, honestly, because this Sal started because I was her like impetus to do full coverage. She had not really been interested in full coverage before, and then we had been talking, and she was like, so I want to start a full coverage, or I'm really into full coverage now, and so we decided to start a full coverage Sal together, and the Sal hashtag is #FullCoverageWho on Instagram. All the hashtags are on Instagram. And then here's the comparison photo. And, yeah, that's that one. Okay, and then I have one more WIP, I guess, to show you. This one was one of my WIP Go pieces, and wouldn't you know it, my two least favorite designs at the moment were called pretty early in the year. Yeah, Queen Bee Flower Farm. I love this piece. I do love it, I hate working on it. Like, I wish I could just get it finished, like, buy it finished from somebody else. Does that make sense? I don't actually, like, want to work on it, but I love the piece. Yeah. So, there's that. That's that. It's by Hands On Design. It's, one of those chalkboard designs by, Stitching with the Housewives. I'm gonna, like, say something that's I shouldn't probably say it, but I don't actually watch them, the Stitching with the Housewives, so I don't actually know what their names are. Sorry, y'all. I just know that that's their channel name, and that the mom, I think it's the mom, she does, like, chalkboard art. Anyway, I just like the design. I didn't really care who it was by. Or any of that, so sorry. I know, heathen. I've already said I'm a heathen once on this channel. I'll just continue to say it. Here is where I am. I unfortunately do not know this fabric, like what this fabric is. I have no idea. I got it years ago. This is my oldest WIP. And this is as far as I am. I'm like a quarter of the way through. So, which is a lot. I mean, I'll show you the comparison photo, and I had all of this done, and then this silo, and I had the roof done, and one line of chalk over here, and one line, like 2 stitches of chalk over here. None of this inside was done. So, I did all of this, and then this little thing, when I worked on it. That's a lot. That's a lot, guys. For hating working on this project so much, that was a lot for me to do. It was funny when I pulled it out and my husband was like, uh-oh. Should I be scared? Are you going to put that needle minder on your fabric that says F off? I always use that needle minder if I'm like in a grumpy mood, or if I like don't want to work on something that I'm working on, but I know I need to like work on it. Put that needle minder on there, and he's like, "Don't talk to you. Don't talk to Hannah." I didn't put it on this time because I was, I wasn't super thrilled about pulling this out, but it wasn't terrible. It was kind of terrible, but it wasn't like awful. But yeah, not bad. I got a lot done, so. And pat myself on the back. And then here's the comparison photo. And because that's been called on WIP Go, it is done for the year. I don't have to touch it again. Woohoo! I should not say that. I'm using all the called for threads, but I'm not using the called for fabric because I couldn't find the called for fabric, so. Okay. So I also have a finish and a new start to show you, but I'm going to show you the finish first before I show you the new start because they coordinate. If you already know, you already know. I put this on Facebook already, did not put it on Instagram. haven't posted on Instagram because I haven't made a video. So, and I do that, is when I don't post, or when I don't make a video, I won't post on Instagram. So my finish is my fox. This is by Cottage Garden Samplings. The fabric, I know I haven't said any of the other fabric, but I've finished this, so I'm going to say the fabric. The fabric is Jamey by Grecian Gold Fabrics. And as you can see, I did cut it off. I cut it off the main material. And look, I serged, guys. I finally pulled my serger out that I got for my birthday. Yeah, I got for my birthday in January. Haven't used it. Finally used it this past weekend. I serged quite a few things. So everything that I have now is serged, by the way. So you're welcome. You don't have to look at crazy edges anymore. But I did serge, so I'm super excited with that. Oh, I'll show you the back because I don't ever show the backs. And I know I said I was going to at one point. So it's not too crazy. Pretty good. I mean, you can tell it's a box. It's pretty messy, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Anyway, that's what he looks like. I did iron him, but he's been hanging, so I need to kind of re-iron, repress. But I don't have plans to frame until all of the winter ones are done. Because I'm going to frame all of the seasons in the same frames. They're all going to be separately framed, but they're all going to be in the same frames. And then I'm going to hang them in the stairwell, like descending. So, okay. And because I finished that, because I'm tissue boxing, I finished that one, so I started the next one. And the next one is the Swans. Now, I started this on, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, when I finished the fox. I put in like maybe 30 stitches, like barely anything. But when I cut the fabric off, I realized that I didn't like the orientation that I had started. So I ripped all of those stitches out, and then on this past Sunday, I restarted it in the correct orientation on the fabric. I also managed to find, because I know a lot of people are having trouble finding Grecian Gold, which is one of the colors called for in the Swan's wings. I know people are having trouble finding that, but I managed to find it thanks to the wide-eyed stitcher. But she was super helpful, so like, thank you so much. I'm not going to give away, I'm sorry, I'm going to be mean here, but I'm not going to give away where I found it, because just in case I need more, I don't want y'all to snap it up. Maybe once I've finished with the Grecian Gold, then I'll tell, because I would like to have this shop, like, get customers, but at the same time, I want to wait until I am not in need of things to give away where I found it. Does that make sense? Whatever. But I did find it, so I will be using the called for. I thought for sure I was going to have to, like, find a substitute, but nah. So here's my start. So I had originally started it this way, so it was going to be, like, the pine cones were going to be, like, over here, and it was going to go down, which I would have enough fabric for that. That would be fine, but I thought it would be more, it would be, like, easier for me. I don't know, my brain just went, nope, turn it over, turn it around, flip it. So, I picked those out, restarted it this orientation, and I will cut off, probably, it'll be the same size as this one, so I'll cut off that piece down there. Not sure if I'll do anything with that piece, but I do know I'm going to need to order more Jamey for the final one, but that doesn't come out till December, and who knows when I'm going to be doing that. So, I don't need to worry about ordering that yet. I have let Corinne know that I will be ordering the next fabric for the spring with my June fabric of the month, so I think I'm working spring stuff on Jennifer. So, but anyway, that's where we're at. We have the pine cones are completely done. All of the stuff with the pine cones is done. And now I'll just move on to the trees that are around, and then the swans will be down here. Yes, loving this so much. Not a super fan of the swans. They're pretty, but like the fox was my favorite, just like so far. Stitching wise, I know I like, the reason I started it was because of the fox. I think a lot of people, the reason they started it was because of the fox, but I'm doing them all because I want to. So yeah. Okay, that's all my stitching. Let's do giveaway stuff right quick. So nobody's picked up that bag yet, so I'm gonna spin again for the bag. Got 2 weeks, and then after that 2 weeks, I'm giving it away to one of the folks in my stitching group because I'm done trying to get people to let me know. So let me pull up a random number generator, and we'll do one less. Okay, you ready? I know I didn't show it, but... Okay, so the winner this time is Holly Hogue. Hogue? I don't know how to say your last name. It is written across the screen here. So Holly Hogue, H-O-G-U-E. You have won the bag. Please email me. If you would like to receive the bag, please email me. This is the Golden Girls bag. Please email me. Okay, then we'll do one spin for the 1,000 subs, $100. I did already send out Rebecca, thank you for, emailing me. I have sent out her stuff. We kitted up a HAED for her. Super exciting. And yeah, so I will kit up to $100 worth of one kit, many kits, however many kits we can get in at $100, $100 US dollars. Okay, so we have 85. Yeah, 85. Okay, 1 out of 85. Ready? 25. So actually, though, it's not going to be 25 because 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is fun. Okay, Rachel, you won. Rachel Wright. This is funny. I think she comments on all of my videos. Usually it's her little purple heart and a music note. I know. I know when she's watching. So Rachel, you have won. I will kit up to $100 for you. Please email me and we'll figure out. I think with Rebecca, I think it went pretty smoothly. We emailed back and forth a few times, and then we figured it out. So, as long as you're willing to work with me here, we should be good. So, Rachel, please email me, and we can get this this thing rolling. Why are we... What? Look. My computer's trying to install Adobe. I don't need it to do that right now. Okay. So those are my giveaways. Let's do my shoutouts real quick because I was really excited about this. Okay, let me real quick. If I can find... So, the first... I guess I've already done one shout out, not like super a lot. Megan, the Wide-Eyed Stitcher. So she does have her name in her title. She's one that I've been catching up with. I met her at the stitching group the first time that I went, or the second time that I went, at the first one that she was there for, that I'm aware of. And she mentioned she had a channel, went and watched her most recent video, and then I went back and I started watching from the beginning. So she has a couple years of videos, but she makes videos I think once a month or once every 2 weeks or something like that. So it's not like a whole bunch of videos that you have to like I don't want to say slog through because it's never a slog, but like some people, like if you're going to go back and watch Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff, you're going to be like watching a lot of videos. But Megan doesn't have as many videos. Another person I've been watching, she has her second video out, I just watched it today, is Maggie. She is Kitschy Whips, and I know her from Facebook. She is super active in the Grace Note Stitchers Facebook group, and yeah, when her first video came out, it like popped up as a like recommended, and I was like, absolutely watching it. And it's really fun. She does lots of different types of things. I'm almost positive she doesn't do any full coverage stuff, but she does like tons of Miras, tons of Noras. I think she has a couple Chatelaines. She's got long dogs. I mean, she's got like a bunch of stuff. So if you're into big projects that aren't necessarily like full coverage BAPs, but they're BAPs for sure, you'll love her. She's also so funny. She's, you know, she's a woman after my own heart. We're both a little like, wow. She sings in her videos occasionally. It's pretty funny. So thank you for being you, Maggie. And then the last person, so the other one that I've been watching, I don't know if she only has one. Let me see how many. She has one video out. Probably it's going to be like a once a month type thing. Is ImogenxStitch. So good. Love the Alice piece. She's working on the Owl Forest. I think it's Owl Forest. The Alice in Wonderland piece, but she's like changing it. So good. Yeah. Love it. She's really fun. She is, I think her pronouns are like she, they. I know not everybody talks about pronouns in their videos, but, you know, when they do talk about their pronouns, I like to hopefully remember them. But what I believe I remember hearing was she is a she, they pronoun. So, yeah. Super fun. Loved watching those videos. The one video, but still, I'm super excited. I'm hoping that she'll be back to make more. I really like her projects. Probably her projects maybe not be for everyone. She is very into the kind of, you know, like me with the whole like witchy stitcher, that kind of thing. She's very into that and like moon phases and all that. So if that's not your deal, might not be your deal, but you know, give her a watch just to see, and if it's not, it's not. If it is, it is. Great. You know, I work on so much different stuff that I feel like I have something for everyone, but, you know, if you have more of a niche, great. You'll find someone out there. There's a lot of Flosstube. Okay. That's that, and then the last thing is just my life stuff, like why I wasn't here last week. So, we had an event on Thursday at work. I know, Thursday is not Wednesday, but we had to get ready for it, and at the beginning of the week, I worked from home on Monday and Tuesday because 2 of my coworkers had COVID, so we had to stay home to make sure we didn't all have COVID. And then I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday, no, it was Tuesday, another coworker, not the 2 that got sick, but another coworker, she had a death in the family, so she was out, and then one of my other coworkers, a totally different one from those 3, her car tire fell off, so she had to deal with that. So Wednesday and Thursday came around, and like it was like 2 of us trying to get ready for this event by ourselves, so it was crazy, and it was a lot, and yeah, I couldn't do that and Flosstube. I could not do it all. So I just said, nope, I'm going to do work. Work's more important right now. So yeah, no video last week because work was like insane. And yeah, it happens, but it's all good. I think that's everything. I feel like I really rushed through this. I have 26% left battery on my computer, and it doesn't hold a battery charge very long. It's at 25 now. So I'm like, I feel like I'm speaking in 1.25 speed. So if you're listening to this at 1.25, I'm probably more like 1.5. Sorry. But what can you do? This is a chocolate milkshake. They call it Chocolate Lovers. They have a milkshake of the month every month, and we go once a month to get the milkshake of the month. And this month it was Chocolate Lovers. It was chocolate ice cream with hot fudge and brownie like mixed in, and chocolate sprinkles with whipped cream. It's very chocolatey, but it's really good. So those who won my giveaway that has been going on for months, I feel like, please email me. I look forward to hopefully hearing from you. Again, if you do not, for the bag, if you don't get in touch with me, I will give that bag away in person to a friend nearby. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. But I think that's everything. I will be back hopefully next week. Not going to promise anything, but at this point, I should be. So I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one. Keep stitching. Bye.